Stan Sheriff Center, the Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineup scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Kanoa Leahy along with Chris McLaughlin courtside as the Rainbow Wahine Volleyball team starts up the 2014 Outrigger Resorts Volleyball Challenge against Utah State. And we are playing volleyball here on this Thursday night. And quickly we go to the woman of the hour as of late for Hawaii, Olivia McGill.
Most outstanding player in last week's tournament, leading hitter, leading in kill percentage. She's just doing it all, and everybody's loving having her transfer from Arizona.
It's worked out well for Hawaii for sure. Taylor Higgins almost came up with an ace to start things offensively for Hawaii. Now a chance for the Rainbow Wahine. Tai Manu'olevau, who's also played very well through the first 2 weeks. Now right side, this is Rachel Orr for Utah State. It's dug up to the net, and then pitter-pattered back and forth. Great dig by Greeley to keep this rally alive. Aggies will go left side. This is Jamaica Alisa, and she's able to nudge it off of the block and down. Jamaica Alisa, a 5'10 senior from St. George, Utah, but has some extended family in the islands, a bunch of them on the North Shore, in fact, in Kahuku, likely watching on TV as opposed to driving all the way into town.
I would do the same.
Good call there. Service error there for Utah State, and Hawaii will take over. The Rainbow Wahine, of course, now affiliated with the Big West Conference, ranked 22nd in the latest ABCA poll. Utah State entering its second season in the Mountain West. These two teams used to battle in the old Western Athletic Conference. Here's Manu'olevau. Has really worked on that jump serve as of late. Just missed the end line, though, and a few service errors here to get things going.
I love the Tyson, that jump serve, though. Adds nice diversity to their serving lineup and rotation.
Ashlyn Rogers-Court with the serve for the Aggies, and there we go, Olivia McGill, and she put a little extra sting into that one.
I believe that Utah State had 2 blockers up on her, even though, and Olivia finds a way to get around even 2 or even 3 blockers sometimes. She'll just go over.
That's her 71st kill on the season, averaging over 3 kills per set. That is a kill credited to Kaylee Kamalu, 5'11 sophomore from Kaysville, Utah, also with ties to the islands. Her dad, Lane, born in Hawaii, a family doctor in Kaysville, Utah. Hawaii, this is Ginger Long going down the line and in. Was able to work the line against that Utah State proposed block, and Hawaii has the serve up 4-3.
Ginger now just playing 3 rotations, giving up the other 3 rotations to Savannah Kahakai, the Farrington product.
And Kahakai with the serve. Kamalu two-hands it. Bump set goes to Kamalu, and she hits it into the twine. So a point for Hawaii. It is 5-3 early on. Utah State, 3-3 on the year. They've beefed up their non-conference schedule a little bit. Head coach Grayson DuBose saying it's by design. Since they entered the Mountain West Conference, they need to better prepare for the competition in that league. Great job by Hawaii to keep things alive, extending the rally. Step out. That is Caitlin Van Hoff, and she's able to plug it through the block and down for Utah State.
Van Hoff's been one of their star players in their first 6 matches this year. All Utah State tournament, all UCI tournament player, #1 career block assist leader.
Step out, Kalea Adolfo. The Molokai slide, striking early.
I'm looking for Kalea Adolfo to break out tonight. She's been steady, but she hasn't hit the numbers she's hit in the past. You see her hitting 161 right there. She's normally hitting over 300 in her past 3 years. So my guess is she's going to break out here tonight. Was be as good a night as any.
Kalei Greeley with the serve for Hawaii. The fantastic frosh. Here's Orr, the touch. And Hawaii was able to get 3 hits on it, but not get the 3rd over the net. So a point for Utah State. Hawaii coming in 4-2 on the year. And you mentioned Kalea Adolfo and working that slide. Seemed to be clicking early on in the season, whereas the middle sets to Olivia McGill were perhaps a little mistimed. But it's kind of flipped a little bit in that category. Tai Manu'olevau. Oh, she went upstairs high on that one.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Kano, on the setting too. Kalea Adolfo hasn't been as sharp, and teams have been actually keying on her as well. So she's had to maneuver her shot-making selections.
Katiana Ponce, 5'3 sophomore out of Moanalua with the serve. Utah State goes left side. Here's Orr, punches it over. A collision between Greeley and Kahakai. Meanwhile, Mano'olevao able to smack it down for a Hawaii point, but Greeley rolled her ankle in practice yesterday, has that left leg, lower leg, heavily taped here this evening.
And Kahakai gave her a right shoulder, knocked her down to the ground.
Left side, here's Rachel Orr off the fingertips of the block. Really good dig. Now Mano'olevao winds up, uncorks one for another Rainbow Wahine point.
Give a lot of credit that time to Katiana Pallance. She's the one who served that ball down the line, made it tough for Utah State to get the ball over, and then Hawaii made him pay with Mano'olevao's attack there.
Hawaii hitting 875 early, but got caught off guard. Nice trickery that time by Paige Neves, the 5'9" senior from Otto, Wyoming. She is the third member of her family to play volleyball for Utah State.
She is, and what's amazing about that last shot, she did not play club volleyball. She comes from a town of 50 in Wyoming. 50!
Yeah, and she's one of 9 children, so heavy contribution to that town's population. Here's Olivia McGill again. Don't want to be the guy to point it out. You know, you always worry about the bocce factor here, but Hawaii hitting error-free so far, and another kill for McGill.
We're getting used to calling it the McGill kill.
Yeah. Crowd quiets for the Taylor Higgins serve. She misses long.
Just did not get enough topspin on that. The ball was never had a chance to spin downward. It just sort of took off on her like a floater.
So here to serve now is Caitlin Van Hoff. And a shank by Mano'olevao results in an ace for Utah State. Check that. That was Rachel Orr with the serve, I should say. The 6-foot senior from Thatcher, Arizona, one of 5 seniors on the squad. It is 8 serving 10. They attack Mano'olevao again, this time a stiff pass. Ginger Long against a solo block. And you can put that one up on the scoreboard.
Oh, credit. That time you got to credit Taylor Higgins. What an on-the-money set. And Long given only 1 blocker because McGill took up 1 blocker all by herself.
And Mano'olevao able to follow that up with an ace. Interesting decision by Dave Shoji. Following the serving struggles of the first weekend of volleyball this season, he told a few of his players, hey, you know what? Start ripping it. And that's what Mano'olevao and Taylor Higgins have done. And it results in another ace for Ty Mano'olevao. And a timeout taken by Utah State. Hawaii up a handful, 13-8 in the first. Let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match. Chris.
Well, for the Aggies, it's set her or else. Notice ORR. That would refers to Rachel Orr. She's their go-to gal. She hits almost twice as many sets as anybody else in the team. She was MVP last week in the UCI tournament, and she is their go-to player. And for Hawaii, will Nikki Taylor debut tonight? Kanoa and I think so, after watching practice yesterday and after watching warm-up tonight.
Oh, she was absolutely dropping bombs in warm-ups before this match. How about that? Back-to-back aces by Ty Mano'olevao, a 4-0 run for Hawaii. And the Antes running out of ace cards on this run here.
I like the way she just looped that one in as opposed to give it the rip. The second one will be a rip, though. There it is.
And it's in again! Are you kidding me? Make it 4 straight aces!
Unbelievable. Well, if it's not Higgins, it's Mano'olevao.
Hey, the over on the service aces in the pregame show is starting to look pretty good. That time it's passed by Rogers Court. Left side set goes to Kamalu. Diving save Ty Mano'olevao. Higgins, right side long, had to misstep a little bit and still made it work. It's rolling right now for the Rainbow Wahine, Chris.
Yeah, I think Ginger Long was a little surprised that the set went to her instead of outside to Greeley. Ginger did a great job of recovering. Former Kamehameha Maui MVP.
There's a good sticky pass by Kamalu. Middle set went to Brainerd, rattled around, and Hawaii will free ball it over. Diving pass, though, Rogers Court. Now Kamalu with the swing. Mano'olevao is there. Higgins goes left side. Greeley off the fingertips. One-hand punch saved by Neves. And it'll be a free chance now for Hawaii. Higgins, where does she go? They go to Greeley again. The dink. Diving one-hander Kamalu. A bump set goes to Alisa, and she hits it long. No touch up front, so a point for Hawaii after that long back-and-forth rally.
Boy, winning the long rally. Yesterday, Grayson DuBose was telling me at practice, we need to win some long rallies. We need to scramble better.
Manu Olivao off the tape, or able to save it. Now Kamalu down the line. Good pickup by Higgins. Greeley from off the net. And this rally continues. Utah State goes left side. Kamalu, hard angle. Greeley tried to two-hand it into the air, but boy, that was a nice looking approach and finish by Kaylee Kamalu.
That was a great swing. Hit that inside the 3-meter line. That's a big time hit. Averaging a couple kills a game, hitting almost 200.
And there's a service ace for Utah State. So flipping the script a little bit, Ashlyn Rogers-Court, who came into this match with 4 aces, was an all-tournament selection in the opening Utah State Invitational, the opening tournament of the season for the Aggies. Here's Ginger Long, blocked and roofed. Up there was Kamalu alongside Caitlin Van Hoff. And this is a Utah State team that can put up a pretty formidable block.
Yeah, they average almost 3 blocks per set.
Middle set, McGill. Good job keeping it alive by Neves. Right side, it's Alisa, and Manu Olivao pops it up in the air. Now Greeley with the approach. Good dig by Orr. Alisa from off the net. McGill got a piece of it. Diving save Mendoza. Now Long. And an opportunity for Utah State. Middle set goes to Van Hoff. Did it get above the tape? It did not. 4 hits on the side of Utah State and a point for Hawaii. It's now 18 serving 11 here in set number 1. Sarah Mendoza with the serve, the pass, popped up in the air. Middle set, Van Hoff. Good job by Higgins to keep it alive. Bump set left side, Greeley. Aggies, they go to Kamalu. And Kamalu showing some signs of getting hot.
Kaylee Kamalu really stepping up and ripping. Had 11 kills against UC Irvine, her career high. She's starting to rack up the kills now, too, with these great cross-court shots.
Yeah, 3 kills on 8 swings, hitting 250 here in the first set. Now Greeley off the fingertips, kept alive by Kamalu. They go right side, though, and it is Van Hoff off of one leg, and she got stuffed. Greeley next to Adolfo. So the Calais connection on the block right there.
Double Calais up there, you're right. Van Hoff took a nice swing at that, too. I thought that was going to go between the blockers. Instead, boy, closed that block nicely.
Timeout taken by Grayson DuBose and Utah State. Series record is sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. Long time series between these two teams. Hawaii with the heavy advantage. Last meeting, October 21st, 2011, a sweep win for Hawaii. But as you mentioned in the pregame, Chris, this is a Utah State team and a head coach in Grayson DuBose who has had success against Hawaii in the past. Kahakai serves it into the net. In 2010, DuBose able to coach Utah State to a win over Hawaii in the WAC tournament final that snapped UH's streaks of 10 consecutive conference tournament titles and 31 WAC tournament matches won. Trying to repeat history here on Hawaii's home floor tonight, but Calais Greeley will have a thing or two to say about it. Great write-up in the Honolulu Star-Advertiser by Cindy Lewis on Calais Greeley this week.
Yeah, well, I was talking about her relationship with her great uncle, Jake Highland, who played in the 1964 Olympic team. She got to first meet him at her graduation luau this year.
Attacks Orr in the deep corner. Good pass. Step out goes to Van Hoff. Wow. A lightning bolt off of the palm of Caitlin Van Hoff.
Well, Van Hoff may be the career block leader. She's got some offense, too. Wow, what a shot.
Van Hoff averaging 2.7 kills per set, and it's followed up with an ace by Caitlin Van Hoff. So trying to almost single-handedly get the Aggies back into this. The floater, two-handed by Kahakai. High and away it goes. Manu Olivao. Van Hoff dives to no avail. And Hawaii up a half dozen as they turn that final corner here in the first set.
Grayson DeBose gets up. He's talking to Wayne Lee, the umpire, saying, didn't you think the ball's mishandled by Higgins there? That's all right. We had one, too. We mishandled. It's 1-1. I'll go back and sit down.
Good guy to talk to, definitely, before the match. A lot of fun. Had a lot of great things to say about coming to play in Hawaii. Here's Mano'ole Val playing the block to her advantage. You mentioned Wayne Lee down on the floor, part of the officiating crew. Ernie Ho is on top of the ladder. Ryan Scudder, Dean Tamura, the line judges. Ponce to serve. 22, serving 15. Left side. This is Orr, and forget about it. Covered up, smothered by Higgins and McGill.
Roar, their go-to gal at 6 feet. She's a senior. She's got it all going on. Tries a tool. The smallest blocker for Hawaii right there, Taylor Higgins, and cannot do it.
17th block of the year for little Taylor Higgins, if you will. Middle set to McGill. It seems as though the whole arsenal is at her disposal these days.
Yeah, whenever she gets a misset or a misstep or something's wrong, she'll find a way to keep the ball in play to give her team a chance to score. That's why she's Hawaii's highest percentage kill leader.
4 kills on 5 swings. Ponce on set point serves it into the net. And so the Aggies still alive here. But Hawaii hitting a fat 520 here in set number 1. Mano'ole Val with 5 kills on 6 swings to lead all hitters. Now the serve by the setter Neves. Pass Kahakai, left side. Mano'ole Val, and there you go. Set number 1 in the books, and an efficient set number 1 for the Rainbow Wahine. Entering the weekend 22nd in the AVCA poll and showing some authority in the first stanza.
Hawaii Honda Dealers.
Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Tonight's Jack Fact is... record-setting weekend. It certainly was. New Hawaii 4-set rally scoring records that were set last weekend. 8 service aces by Taylor Higgins on the opening night of last week's tournament against New Mexico. And then how about against St. John's? It was the Olivia McGill show. 12 blocks. That is a 4-set record now in the Hawaii program. 40 team block assists versus St. John's, another 4-set record.
Pretty amazing weekend. You don't see records like that being set, back to back to back.
Here's a look at Grayson DuBose, 47 years of age in his 9th season atop the Utah State program. 3 20-plus win seasons over the last 4 years. They just opened a new facility, a new home court for Utah State. They play in the $9.7 million Wayne Estes Center on the Kirby Court. It seats about 1,400, but he says it is packed, it is their own, it is intimate. They also have volleyball coaches' offices, film rooms, locker rooms. It's a wonderful facility, which also includes a basketball practice facility.
And you know who Wayne Estes was named after?
Go ahead.
Basketball player. He was going to be picked like number 2 in the NBA draft. He was months away from being drafted, and he was on a rainy night. Stepped out to help somebody on the road. Got electrocuted. Died.
Now, of course, being remembered via a wonderful facility over there at Utah State that has really breathed some life into that athletic program. So Olivia McGill, as we were talking about her blocks, with the block there, Chris.
And a generous donor had enough buildings and stuff named after him. He said, I don't want this named after me. I want it named after Wayne. It was a pretty cool story.
Yeah, that's terrific. Service error by Taylor Higgins here in the early goings of game 2. Hawaii winning the first set 25-16, showing some dominance. This is the opening night of the Outrigger Resorts Volleyball Challenge. Tough serve by Orr, past Mano'ole Val. Now Ginger Long going high hands. Kept alive by Ashlyn Rogers-Court. Now Kamalu, hard angle, missed wide that time. Second time she's tried to work that hard edge. Point for Hawaii.
It's a tough shot. She did not miss it by much.
Early match tonight, UCLA made quick work of the University of San Francisco, winning in 3, 25-19, 13, and 19. And an ace by Tai Manu Olevao. That's number 5 for her tonight. She had 4 in a row in the first set.
This bodes well for Dave Shoji's warning to the girls about their serving. Higgins one weekend, Ty Manu'olivao the next.
Ellie Brainerd got dug up over the net. It got hit back over to Hawaii's side, and then a block in the middle. Hawaii scrambling and can't return it. Hannah Smith, a 6'3" freshman from Flaming Island, Florida, was in the right spot at the net that time for Utah State. And so now the serve by Rogers Court. And Hawaii had to pinball it around to get it over. Chance for the Aggies. Middle set. Van Hoff hammers it down.
You want to know what Ty Manu'olivao's career record is for aces? 1. 4 times in her career.
Well, Hawaii giving up an ace there as both teams serving tough here at the start of set number 2, but the Aggies surging ahead. Now 4 serving 3, and Ashlyn Rogers Court back there to serve. 3rd on the career Utah State digs list coming into this weekend, and 23rd in the NCAA with 5.19 digs per set, but that time sent it into the twine.
You know, one of the things that Grayson DuBose told his teams when they beat Hawaii those times in the 07 and 10 for the WAC championship, serve tough, get them out of their system, and you'll have some chances to beat Hawaii.
Or got blocked and roofed. It was Kamalu who couldn't handle it off of the ricochet of a triple block up front for Hawaii. The 2 Calays and a Ginger. Now Mendoza. And that's going to result in another ace serve for Hawaii. That's 6. We're right on the number. Over, under. If you took under, forget about it, Lisa Strand-Ma'a.
I know.
Ryan Kalei-Suji also went under. So you and Scott sitting pretty. And this time the middle set between Neves and Van Hoff. So Hawaii benefiting from some Utah State errors. Up 7-4. Mendoza continuing to serve. Sayre Bear, as she is called via her nickname. Sayre Bear with the service error. Now on the floor, Erica Moscoso, 5'8" sophomore from Mission Viejo, California. 4 aces on the season coming in. Manu'olivao from the back row, double block, turned it back, and Hawaii will have to send a free ball the Aggies' way. Neves goes step out to Van Hoff. And that's something that head coach Grayson DuBose has talked about regarding Van Hoff. Was primarily a 1-foot hitter coming into the program, but now the senior very effective in front or behind the center. Yeah,
she's very, very versatile. Set a school record for hitting percentage against Fresno State 2 years ago. Hit .818. So she's got her offensive game going on.
Miss serve, though, by Moscoso. And so now Savannah Kahakai sends it into play. Or with the pass. Neves goes step out. Van Hoff again off the Adolfo block. It'll be Manu'olivao from the back row. And another good decision by Taylor Higgins. That Utah State block was scattered.
And that's a sign of a great setter. When she can get the block scattered, she's doing her job. The hitters ought to all be thanking her.
Some gaudy numbers for Hawaii's top 2 hitters. Manu'olivao, 7 kills on 9 swings, hitting .778. McGill, 4 kills on 5 swings, hitting .800. Oh, and they're also pretty strong at the net on the defensive side as well. Calais Greeley saying, oh, no, you don't.
Look at Calais Greeley. Nice movement. Moved all the way out to the pin. Posted that block up well.
Kamalu put a little extra heat on it, and that one caught the end line. So a point for the Aggies. Kaylee Kamalu has played well offensively.
Shows she can go down the line as she did just then. She can go that sharp cross-court shot.
Anna Gleason now with the serve. Mendoza the pass. Step out Adolfo was a little low. Hawaii keeps it alive. Now Greeley. Off the fingertips of the block. Diving one-hand save. Rogers Court. And a mishap on the second touch as Gleason and Moscoso were fighting over the ball. And so Utah State unable to forge a return. Point Hawaii. And now Greeley back there to serve. Again, rolled her ankle in practice yesterday. It was a somewhat deflating moment of the workout, but she's
Jim
out there.
got very quiet, didn't it?
It did. But she's out there with the heavily taped left ankle, and she looks okay. Orr packed a punch, sent it long, though. No touch up front for Hawaii. And that's another Rainbow Wahine point, and there's a look at the tape job on the lower left leg of Kalei Greeley. 12-7, Hawaii up a handful again. Timeout, Utah State in set number 2.
Find the perfect gift for every occasion at Big Island Candies. Visit them in Hilo at Ala Moana Center or click on BigIslandCandies.com to view their entire collection and place your order today.
Welcome back. The newest line of UH apparel and spirit items are now available at the H-Zone stores at Ward Center and in the Stan Sheriff Center. All proceeds benefit UH teams and student athletes, or shop online at hzoneonline.com. Out of the timeout, Kalei Greeley slaps it over and slaps it long. So a point for Utah State. We mentioned UCLA, now nationally ranked. They were picked, they're in this tournament, and they were picked 8th. And there is the head coach, former University of Hawaii associate head, Michael Seeley. They were selected in the preseason 8th in the Pac-12, and just goes to show how tough that conference is as Manu'olewau puts a pounding on it. That UCLA picked 8th is ranked 25th in the country, one of 7 Pac-12 teams in the national ABCA rankings.
Crazy. And how about they lose to LMU, Loyola Marymount, early in the season, 3-0. Then come out and beat the number 9 team, Illinois. Where'd that come from?
Good serve by Ponce. Better pass by Gleason. Now Orr. And a net violation called against Hawaii. It was Higgins and McGill up close. Not sure which one caught a piece.
It was Higgins.
So it'll be a point for Utah State. And how about the alumni, or at least the men with and women with Hawaii connections on both coaching staffs in the early match tonight, USF and UCLA, as McGill, again, just making it look
Eddie Ellison on USF. Stein Metzger from Hawaii. Michael Seeley.
Kaylee Thurlby, also a member of the UCLA
Director of Operations,
yeah. Yep. Taylor Higgins, an ace. We got the over. That is now 7 service aces.
Better explain it to the fans who weren't listening to the over/under story.
Yeah, so in the pregame,
pregame show,
as usual, they come up with some topics to discuss as Ellie Brainerd is dug up by Higgins. Now Manu'olewau off the fingertips, and a good rally getting going here. Hawaii with a chance. From her knees, Higgins sets back too long, but kept alive, and Brainerd will get a swing from off the net. Save Greeley. Left side, Manu'olewau. Big swing, big kill. But yeah, we were talking in the pregame, or at least the corner crew was talking about the over-under tonight on service aces for Hawaii. They put the number at 6. Ryan and Lisa picked under. You, Chris, and Scott Robbs picked over, and you guys are sitting pretty.
I just wish we had bet something.
And that's an out ball on the serve by Higgins. But it's becoming, on a more serious note, a definitive weapon now for this Rainbow Wahine squad this season.
It really, especially since Ty Manu'olewau has gone to her jump service, changed everything.
Here's Long, blocked and roofed. A formidable block from Hannah Smith and Ellie Brainerd. That is 6'3" and 6'5", respectively.
This is the kind of a play where I'd love it if Taylor Higgins would go to the middle there when she's on the 8 or 9 foot line. Because the other 2 blockers are out there waiting on the post for Ginger Long, and nobody's blocking in the middle.
Here is Long, pushes it down the line right there to save it as Neves. Now Brainerd from off the net. Diving dig, Higgins. Greeley gets the bump set from the back row, and Orr keeps it alive for Utah State. Now Kamalu sent it long. Was there a touch? Yes. Both line judges signaling a touch at the net, and so a point and another kill for Utah State's Kaylee Kamalu. Aggie's hanging around here. It's 12 serving 16.
Grayson DeBose yesterday told me that he was really happy that Kaylee's been playing so well lately. She just won the starting outside hitting spot just recently.
Brainerd Down the line, Mendoza there. Right side set, Manu Olivao blocked by Kamalu, kept alive by the Lady Bows. Now long, huge swing, saved by Orr. Brainerd, the dink, denied. Patted back over the net. Chance for Hawaii. Right side, Manu Olivao through the block. And there is Orr again for Utah State. Kamalu had fallen to the Terraflex, got up, half-hearted hit, saved by Greeley. Now long, roofed. Rejected by Brainerd and Smith again. Ellie Brainerd, the lone selection on the 2014 preseason All-Mountain West Conference team this year for Utah State.
And she is big. Sets up a big block out there. 6'3", just a little bit too tall for long right now. So Dave shows you, puts in Megan Huff.
And right on cue, the freshman from Federal Way, Washington, who stands herself at 6'3", puts it down.
A little bit better match up there size-wise.
Yeah, and it ended a 4-0 run for the Aggies. Manu Olivao with the serve. Rogers Court, beautiful pass. Brainerd from the right side. A one-on-one situation, and Calais Greeley got it.
Calais Greeley, who said Hawaii was her first choice as long as she can remember when she first came to camp here.
Manu Olivao. Rogers Court again, the pass. Brainerd could have been a miss-hit, no call. Chance now for Hawaii. Higgins, high and away. Greeley off the block. Pancake save, Kamalu. And it'll be a free chance again for Hawaii. Higgins, where does she go? To Greeley, a second time. Second time was a charm. And a timeout signal by Grayson DuBose. Hawaii hitting .367 for the match. They're up 6 in set 2. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Levitt, Yamane, and Soldner. The number is 1.92. That is blocks per set by Olivia McGill in last week's tournament. Named the Big West Conference Player of the Week. And part of the reason that the Rainbow Wahine as a team, averaging 3 blocks per set, tops among Big West Conference programs. 19 serving 13 out of the timeout. It's Brainerd from the right side. And that was powerful as Higgins couldn't two-hand it in the air.
Good swing by Brainerd. Hit that deep corner. Tough spot to dig. Ball was arriving in a hurry.
Rogers Court with the serve. Manu Olivao the pass, right side. Here is Huff. Turned back. Kamalu got the majority of that one. Kaylee Kamalu, who was right next to Caitlin Van Hoff.
Solid block. Forehands across. Tough to get around.
15 serving 19. Middle set, McGill puts it to the deck. 6 kills for McGill on 8 swings. Hitting close to 750.
Oh, that's normal numbers for her. Probably 400 is a nice number for a middle attacker. For her to hit 750, a little bit better than usual.
Yeah, not a fluke. She hit .335 last year for Arizona as a sophomore. And Kaylee Kamalu comes up with another kill. If there has been a bright spot for Utah State through the first 2 sets, it is right there in jersey number 15. .16 serving 20. Here's Greeley. Had the pass, had the swing, had the kill. Got it started and also ended it. Four kills now for Greeley, hitting .286.
Showing no signs of that ankle injury at all. Looks pretty bouncy and peppy out there.
Back row set to Orr. Had to take something off of it. Mendoza diving save. Greeley. That one had a little extra pep in it as well, Chris. Sent back over. Adolfo to step out. Diving save. Rogers Court. Dumped over on the second touch by Paige Neves for a Utah State point. Neves, 4th on the Utah State career assist list. 4th player to surpass 3,000 career assists. And to get into 4th place, she had to surpass her older sister, Chelsea, who was a setter back in 2000 and 2001. Greeley. And that's dug up by Gleason nicely on one knee. Orr gets the swing, and she's able to plug it through the block. Head coach Grayson DuBose says of Rachel Orr, I've never seen that scrawny of a player pack that much of a punch with the arm swing. And she has Utah State within 3. Not done yet here in set 2. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank. Chris.
Here's how it works when you pick up the tip. Watch Sarah Mendoza reach out and pop this ball up. Unlike most people who might put a little pancake and it just comes up a little bit, not Sarah Mendoza. She reaches out and pops it up so the setter can set the ball. And that's how it works when great back row diggers like Sarah Mendoza give up their bodies to pop it up.
That is the Dave Shoji mantra. Don't let the ball hit the floor. Sarah Mendoza embodying that on that sequence. Service went into the net for Utah State, so now Greeley with the serve for Hawaii, up 4. Pass by Rogers Court. Left side, or the big swing through the block. Mendoza there with the save. Higgins to Manu Olivao. And it's punched back over. Opportunity for Hawaii. Step out. Adolfo wasn't quite timed. A scramble by Utah State. And a free chance again for the Rainbow Wahine. They try it again to Adolfo, and she's blocked, but she keeps it alive. And now a free chance for the Aggies. Left side, or the big swing. Kahakai pops it straight up in the air. Left side, Manu Olivao blocked. She herself keeps the play going. Again gets the set. The deep diving save, or good rally here. It'll be an advantage for the Lady Bows. Put over on the second touch by Higgins, but she missed the 4.
Oh, what a rally. Fans are loving it. Both teams just giving up their bodies to get the rally alive. Higgins, good choice to put it deep there, just missed the court, but area 1, which is the area she was going for, was wide open.
Yeah, it went to area 8.
Yes, that's right.
19 serving 22. The serve by Van Hoff. The pass, middle set, Adolfo roofed. And again, they're in the middle. Blossoming before our eyes, the freshman Hannah Smith had 14 blocks on the season coming into this match. Adolfo comes out, and Emily Maglio, the freshman from British Columbia, at 6'2", comes in. Manu Olivao ends that notion by Utah State to put Hawaii back up by 3. And that is kill number 10 for Tai Manu Olivao.
Good rotation here for Hawaii. McGill back in. Roaming on the front.
Ponce the serve. Gleason the pass. Neves goes outside to Orr. Blocked and roof. Guess who, Chris?
Did I tell you McGill was roaming in the front? There she is. Roaming in the front row. Gets yet another block.
That's number 3 on the evening for McGill.
What a show she put on last week with those 12 block assists in 1 set.
Against the St. John's team, that's no joke. Here's Orr off the block. McGill in the middle. She got the roof on the last sequence, got the kill to end set number 2, and Hawaii up 2-0. Olivia McGill about as reliable as they come for the Rainbow Wahine Volleyball team. We'll be back.
Tell it all. Hawaii hitting around 300. Utah State hitting 069. Not good numbers. Look at Hawaii's aces. 7-4 over Utah State. And, you know, the Twitter world is loving the broadcast, I hear. And they said something about you. Huh.
Oh, boy. Oh, Sky, who came up with the Tai Manu Olivao.
I love that one. That was a great one.
I might steal that from her.
That was a great one.
All right, Chris, I'm going to ask you, put you on the spot here. If you're Dave Shoji, your team has played in a lopsided match benefiting the Rainbow Wahine so far through 2 sets. Is now a good time to play Nikki Taylor?
I think it's a great time to start playing anybody on the bench. Give them some chances. I like to see Keone Posse get in there and play a little bit, get her confidence back. Maybe even Kendra Kelsch doing some setting. I think looks like Dave is going to go with the same lineup for now. I think partway through this set, if they get a comfortable lead, then he might go to the bench and start subbing and give Nikki maybe half a game and maybe give Kendra half a game, maybe Keone some time. We'll see.
Kalei Greeley getting the kill on that last sequence. She now has 5. And it is Sarah Mendoza with the serve for Hawaii. Kamalu couldn't handle it, or goes diving into the seats. There's another service ace.
Ace number 8 on the night. And Mendoza, for just being a standing server, she doesn't jump float, doesn't jump and spin. She hits the ball hard on her serve.
Yeah, got that knuckle effect, too. Here's McGill. Great pancake save by Orr. And a chance for Hawaii. Mano'ole Vao. 11 kills for Mano'ole.
Holy wow. And what a beautiful back bump set by Savannah Kahakai. Put it right up there in Ole Wow's wheelhouse, if there is such a thing.
One hand set out to Kamalu. She hit it fat and long. So another point for Hawaii, and they're off to a 4-0 start here in set number 3. Utah State preseason picked 3rd in the Mountain West Conference coaches poll. Colorado State, the perennial champ, is 1st. New Mexico, who Hawaii beat last week, is 2nd. Kamalu. Mendoza couldn't handle that one, and a point for the Aggies. And for Utah State, we mentioned that head coach Grayson DeBoer is trying to up the level of competition in non-conference play. First 2 matches against ranked opponents will take place this weekend. Tonight against Hawaii, number 22, and then Sunday against UCLA.
Make that
Saturday, I should say, against UCLA. Hawaii will play on Sunday. As Kamalu plugs it through the block and down. UCLA ranked 25th and getting off to a victorious start to this Outrigger Resorts Volleyball Challenge.
And when they get back, he'll continue to upgrade the schedule by playing a Pac-12 team, University of Utah.
McGill laying the smackdown there. So now we're seeing a reserve getting some action here as Keani Pasi enters the match for the first time tonight. Kamalu rising high and going off the block and out. Kamalu has some springs, there's no doubt about it.
And she's been their bright shot, to be sure. Picks up her 7th kill right there. Goes up, hits that sharp angle. Not even Olivia McGill could block that.
And an ace. Very timely ace that time by Erica Moscoso. By the way, turnstile attendance tonight, 3,610 here on a Thursday evening. Another serve that just falls off of a table is across the net. Bump set to Mano'ole Vao, and she sent it way long. So all of a sudden, Utah State right back in the thick of things.
There's been a Jekyll and Hyde start here. Hawaii goes up 5-0. Utah State comes back 5-0. Crazy.
Higgins goes left side. It's Pasi. Left hands it over. Bump set, Kamalu. Roofed. McGill and tie Mano'ole Vao. I think Mano'ole Vao got the gist of it.
This is a solid block. You see Olivia McGill sneaking out there, sort of shuffling out there. And yes, you're right. Keani Pasi got most of that block.
Mano'ole Vao with the serve. Good stick-em pass by Kamalu. And then she rises up, tried to go line. No touch up front, missed it wide, so another point for the Rainbow Wahine. Well, even when she's not serving up aces, Ty Mano'ole Vao getting the serves in, it proves to be effective.
Exactly. They can't get a perfect pass up, can't run their system, so out of system. They're scrambling around, and the block knows where the set's going to go. Another good serve.
Great pass by Orr, middle set, and Van Hoff able to finish the deal. So point for the Aggies. Talking about Mano'ole Vao, though, Dave Shoji saying that she just appears so much more focused, so much more locked in and focused on the task and mission at hand here this season compared to previous years.
Yeah, it seems like she's jumping. It seems like she's more fit, too. She's jumping better, swinging harder.
It's paying off.
I love the reemergence of her spin serve now, too. It's changed the dynamic of this team.
Greeley sends it long, so we're knotted up again here in the 3rd set. Dave Shoji not wanting to see a letdown from his Rainbow Wahine squad. Greeley, good pass there. Middle set, McGill. Did you see how high above the net she was when she made contact?
Hovering like a helicopter. Goes up, sees the block there. Sees what's taken away and just cuts it right back across her body. She can also do wrist away if the blocker's taking her cross-court shot.
My word. Now the serve by Claire Marie Anderson. A good one. Pass by Gleason. Left side set. Put down by Rachel Orr. Rachel Orr, who was also the 2014 Mountain West Indoor High Jump Champion and the 2013 Western Athletic Conference Outdoor High Jump Champion. She can get off the floor. As Anderson comes out.
Quite an athlete. I think she's gotten letters the last 3 years in track and field.
Knotted at 8. Manoleval from the back row. Couldn't get a full swing on it. Chance now for the Aggies. And a miss hit on the set. And that's going to be a point for the Rainbow Wahine. So opportunity lost to snatch up some of that momentum here in set number 3. Hawaii back on top, and Savannah Kahakai to serve it into play. Or with the pass, and she'll get the set. Off the fingertips, diving save Manoleval. Now Greeley against the double block. Kahakai there. Manoleval from the back row again. Had to take something off of it. Here come the Aggies. Or off the block, Manoleval could not make the one-hand diving save.
Good swing by Rachel Orr that time. Hits the high ball. Goes high over the block. It's a touch on the block. Smart play. If she'd hit it hard and low, been immediate stuff.
Served by Neves. Mendoza with the pass. Kahakai sets up Greeley on the outside. Was there a touch? No touch. Greeley hit it long. And Utah State surges ahead. First lead of this third set for the Aggies. And Neves again to serve. Kahakai, not the best of passes. Bump set though from Manoleval to Greeley, and she still makes it work. And that is another example of the opportunistic nature of Calais Greeley.
And she's just so versatile. She's got a bunch of different swings on broken plays. She can hit. That was just like a little soft play into the block. Had it been blocked, it would have been an easy play off the block. So it was just a really smart play.
Misses the floor wide though on the serve. And Dave Shoji, who's been up and down on the bench here in this third set, shouting out instructions to Taylor Higgins. He kind of put his head in his hands that time after that Greeley miss.
He's working pretty hard. He knows that Clay's been a little nervous on her serve. He said that in the pregame show.
Adolfo, the touches snatched up there by the Aggies. They go back row set to Orr. One-hand save Mendoza. Higgins dives and keeps it alive. Kahakai sends it long. And again, Dave Shoji to his feet, clapping his hands together in frustration. He wanted that free ball to get over inbounds. Wasn't the case, though. Utah State up a pair here in the third. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the Mid-Pac Petroleum leaderboard. This is Hawaii's single-season hitting percentage. Angelica Ljungqvist, the all-time career leader, 417. Victoria Prince on there twice. And in the 5th spot, Lauren Duggins behind Deetra Collins. But the reason I mentioned Duggins at 396, Olivia McGill entered tonight hitting 393. So right in that realm entering this weekend as Taylor Higgins gets the point back for Hawaii. Perfectly timed dump shot.
If you're a middle hitter and you're hitting 400, those are all-American numbers. Most of the middle hitters in the country will be right around between 320 and 380, but when you start creeping up toward that 400 mark, you're really good.
By the way, McGill hitting 750 tonight, just so you know. As Kaylee Kamalu able to earn the point back for Utah State. Again, one of the few bright spots for the Aggies, although they have made a bit of a surge here in the third set. 13 serving 11. The serve by Ashlyn Rogers-Court. Pass Greeley. Manoleval, low set was blocked. And Kahakai there. Now Greeley from the back row. Or kept it alive two-hand style. Kamalu off speed, dug up by Kahakai. Left side, Manoleval got a little higher up that time. But she missed it long.
Manoleval hitting 417 before that swing. Coming down just a little, her second error of the night.
Utah State up 3. Middle set, McGill roofed. The first time that McGill has been blocked tonight.
I think they have 3 blockers on her, too, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see how many blockers. 1, 2, there's 2 blockers up on her.
And it was Kamalu who got it. 15 serving 11. McGill again pulled the string and found the piece of the court where no Aggies were. That last block, by the way, the first hitting error of the night for McGill. She now has 10 kills on 14 swings with that one error, hitting 643. Now Taylor Higgins. They could use a little run. But no run, at least at this juncture. Caitlin Van Hoff from the middle position.
Well, as you said earlier, she's been the steadiest performer for them, making all tournament in both weekends, the Utah State tournament and the UCI tournament. So she's been doing some steady, consistent play.
Well, steady and consistent, 2 words that could definitely define Olivia McGill's play. It's kill number 11 for her. And Hawaii serving 13-16. Manu Olivao. How about another ace?
Why not? Ace number 9, ace number 6 for Manu Olivao.
So career high in service aces for Manu Olivao. And now the only question is, can she catch Taylor Higgins? Sends that one long. Taylor Higgins, of course, with the 8 aces, a record for a 4-set match versus New Mexico last week. 17 serving 14, past Mendoza, a good one. Middle set, McGill again went way up in the stratosphere, but the dig by Moscoso. Right back at you, Greeley with the scoop. Manu Olivao from the back row, dug up by Gleason. Step out, mistimed. Van Hoff had to take something off of it. Chance for Hawaii, McGill from the middle. A little bit of a ragged rally here, or with the dink, right there is Higgins. So Mendoza taking on the setting responsibilities. Goes to Greeley, block. Mendoza pops it up. Greeley again, a stutter step swing, puts it to the floor.
One of the things that Clay really does best is on a broken play, if she has no approach, she still puts up a pure, perfect arm swing. It just keeps the ball in play, hitting the high hands, rarely gets roofed. Smart player.
Yeah, she can apply that Band-Aid to plays that otherwise look broken. Here's Orr. That one stays on the Utah State side. Orr again. Blocked again. They're going to go to Orr a 3rd time. Over the block, Manu Olivao there. Posse will set to Greeley, and it'll be a free chance for the Aggies. On the second touch, Higgins had it sniffed out. Now Greeley pumps it long. No touch at the net. And another point for Utah State. It is 18-15 in favor of the Aggies.
Really hitting a lot of balls in a row there, and that's her 24th swing here in 3 sets. Manu Olivao's got 27 swings.
That one tickles the tape. Really keeps it alive. Now Posse from the right side. That one dug up nicely by Moscoso. But it results in a free chance for the Rainbow Wahine. Right side Posse again pushes it down the line. Diving save Van Hoff. From the left side, it's Orr, sends it deep. Was there a touch? No touch. Point Hawaii.
Keone Posse making 2 great plays there. Hits one ball, it was off the net. She hits a deep cross court. Second one, a little tight to the net. She tries to grind the ball off the outside blocker. 2 nice plays.
Not trying to force anything unnecessary.
Exactly.
Orr, that one over the block and out. Again, no touch. Hawaii back to within a point. Now we're going to have a quick change. Dave Shoji bringing Kendra Kelsch in for this serve. For Taylor Higgins, we'll see how long Kelsch remains in there. We'll take a break, though. Timeout taken by Utah State. Hawaii coming back.
OC Sports, presented on Oceanic Time Warner Cable, is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii and Kaiser Permanente.
Welcome back. 11 kills apiece for Olivia McGill and Manu Olivao to lead Hawaii. 10 kills on the side of Utah State for Kaylee Kamalu. We have yet to see Nikki Taylor tonight. We have the UCLA coaching staff along the end line watching. Maybe a little game of possum, Chris, on the part of Dave Shoji?
It might be. If I were Dave, I'd play her just a little bit tonight so she can get used to the San Sheriff Center again.
Joust at the net, and Kelsch called for the net violation.
But he may be resting her tonight to make sure that she is even that much fresher for tomorrow night against the Bruins. Or maybe he's waiting until Sunday to play against USF. Who knows? There she is.
There's a look at Nikki Taylor, of course, missing all the starting action here this season. Has not played yet because of an elbow injury. Kahakai the pass. Hawaii trailing by 2. It is Manu Olivao from the back row. Adolfo plays it off the block. Now Greeley, low set is blocked. Kahakai there. Higgins outside to Greeley again against a double block. It'll be a joust at the net that Higgins has to save. Greeley off of a bump set by Manu Olivao. Aggies scrambling to get it across. Higgins tight to the net, goes to Greeley again. The push, diving save, well done by Gleason. And Orr from the left side is dug up by Kahakai. Greeley, for about the 5th time, this time makes it work. And she was going up against maybe the toughest blocking tandem for Utah State.
You're absolutely right, Kanoa. And here's a nice little spatula dig right there, pancaker. And Greeley just hitting ball after ball. She's not getting as much lift. I think that ankle's bothering her a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, it did look like, particularly on the 4th and 5th tries in that sequence.
Exactly.
She wasn't getting quite the elevation. Here's Orr from the opposite side, hit it wide. And look at this. We're knotted up here in the 3rd set. 6th tie of set number 3. Calais Greeley found out via that great write-up by Cindy Lewis where she gets her height from. Really both sides. Yep. Pops is 6'8", Mom 5'10". Both played basketball at UC Riverside. Orr denied access. Adolfo and Manu Olivao.
You know what's great about Adolfo? If she doesn't put up great numbers attacking, she'll be a force at the net blocking. She rarely has a bad night at both of them, but right now hitting just hasn't got it going. She's hitting, I think, 0 on the night.
So Hawaii in
blocking, she's putting up great blocks every single time.
Overpass, Higgins touched it over, but now the advantage belongs to the Aggies. It's Orr from the right side, and she got it turned back at her.
Adolfo again.
Timeout Utah State. Hawaii on a 4-0 run and up by 2. Time now for the Fujitsu air conditioning cool play of the match, Chris, just a few moments ago.
Let's go to the pride of Ho'olehua. Molokai, Calais Adolfo with the block facial right there. Twice in a row. Boy, that was the cool play of the night.
Yeah, Taimano Olivao up on that one as well. And a couple of the veteran leaders on this club. It's great to hear how vocal they are in some of the practices now as they've taken on that leadership role. Greeley serving out of the timeout. Hawaii up 2. The dig by Greeley. Manu Olivao. And a block facial, or at least a near block facial, right back at you.
Yeah.
Ellie Brainerd. And Manu Olivao reacts to it.
And she holds her shoulder to make sure everybody knows it wasn't a facial. She just got hit in the shoulder. Great block by Brainerd.
Manu Olivao again through the block. One-handed save by Neves. And Orr will two-hand it over. Miscommunication. Adolfo sends it right back to the Aggies. Here's Kamalu, two-handed by Kahakai. Greeley from the back row over a triple block. And they're going to say that hit the floor, much to the chagrin of Utah State and head coach Grayson DuBose.
Let's see if we can take a look at it, see if she got her hand under it or not. Odd ball. Ooh, that's close.
That is close.
That's very close. Very close.
Heck of an effort that time by Rachel Orr. Here's Kamalu. Mendoza keeping it alive. Higgins. Back bump set, and Greeley sends over a free ball. Kamalu. Oh, she got up on that one. Up the ladder. Kaylee Kamalu, just a sophomore at 5'11". Check out the springs here.
Hard to believe she just recently won that outside hitting job because she really looks good.
1-point set. McGill hits the end line. DuBose giving a long stare at the line judge there. He thought that had a chance of being an out call. Hawaii up 2, and the always dangerous Taylor Higgins back to serve with a chance to potentially close this match out. Just missed the end line that time.
Well, that was an aggressive serve right there.
So the Aggies not pow yet. Greeley the pass off the Moscoso serve. Here's Posse. Took something off of it. Dug up by Orr. Kamalu. Roofed. Olivia McGill.
Well, you go back to the set that went to Posse there. Posse had a chance to take a swing at it. Might have been blocked. Instead, she just kept it in play, knowing that, you know what? If I just keep this in play, we have a chance to score with our block. And sure enough, McGill scores.
And 36-10 to their feet here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Aloha ball for the Rainbow Wahine. Manu Olivao with the overpass off of the Rogers Court delivery, and it is McGill finishing the deal. Olivia McGill with 13 kills, hits well over 600 for the match. Manu Olivao with 11 kills, hitting 267, but also 6 service aces, and Hawaii pulls off the sweep. E kahi e lua aloha on night 1 of the Outrigger Resorts Volleyball Challenge.
Oh, what a surprise to see Manu Olivao serve the way she did tonight. Really disrupted Utah State. And as we see the end of the match right there with Olivia McGill bearing that last quick set in the middle, Dave Shoji's got to be pleased with the way his team is coming into form right now.
And right around the corner awaits the season debut potentially, maybe any day now, maybe tomorrow, of Nikki Taylor. And what could that mean potentially for this team? Could mean some pretty great things for sure. Scott Robbs has Dave Shoji. Scott.
Thanks a lot, Kanoa. Dave, probably your most complete win of this early season.
Well, I thought so. I thought we played very efficiently in games 1 and 2, and game 3, I knew we'd have a little letdown, but we were able to get ourselves out of it, so we'll take the win.
9 service aces tonight. Since that opening weekend, your serving has really stepped up.
Well, Ty's a new woman now that we've asked her to jump serve, and she looked good tonight, and she got some early, which really helped the team, and so she looks confident back there now as opposed to a couple weeks ago when we never knew where we were going.
Nikki Taylor was warming up. She looks good. Could we see Nikki tomorrow night?
Nikki's just about ready. She hasn't taken any front row reps yet. She hasn't blocked a ball yet, so she's not quite ready, but we might bring her in the back row because she can swing and she can play defense, but it's I think it's 1 week too early.
Okay, Dave, I'm going to put you on the spot. A year ago, before you played UCLA, you had become the all-time winningest coach in volleyball history. And on the floor, you looked over at your buddy Mike Seeley and predicted, you remember this, predicted a win that you were going to beat UCLA, and you did. Do you predict another win tomorrow night, Coach?
I'm not predicting anything at this point. It's, they're pretty good. They've got a great player in Karsta Lowe, and we just got to figure out a way to slow her down. They're the typical Bruin team. They're going to be tough. So no predictions this time, but we're playing better, and I think we'll play good tomorrow night, too.
Congratulations. See you tomorrow.
All right, Scott. Thanks.
Dave Shoji, head coach of the Rainbow Wahine. Back to you, Kanoa and Chris.
Thanks a lot, Scott. Bank of Hawaii presents the players of the match. We have Kaylee Kamalu for Utah State, 11 kills, 4 digs, 3 blocks. Manu Olivao, 11 kills, also hitting 267. But the 6 service aces, one of the standout aspects of the Rainbow Wahine performance tonight. So you have now the matchup set for tomorrow night. A top 25 matchup, number 22 Hawaii versus number 25 UCLA. You heard Scott Robbs and Dave Shoji talk about that UCLA team. Karsta Lowe, tops in the nation in kills per set, over 7 kills per set. What kind of matchup are we looking at tomorrow?
Well, they've got a freshman named Riley Bushel on the outside whose father played in the NBA for 12 seasons. She's got some hops, got a strong arm. So if Karsta's not going to hit it, Riley is. I'll tell you, they're strong. They're a good team. They just beat Illinois last week. It's going to be a great matchup. Illinois was ranked 9th in the country, and I tell you, it's going to be a great. It might be the best match we've seen all year. Watching UCLA and Hawaii tomorrow night.
How important of a match is that, you think, from the Hawaii psyche standpoint?
I think it's very important. For Hawaii to rack up some RPI points, now is the time, because the Bruins are going into that Pac-12 with 7 teams ranked in the top 25. Every time they play one of those 7 teams that are ranked, and if they can get a win against them, it's going to look good for Hawaii if Hawaii can beat the Bruins.
So the Nikki Taylor patient wait continues. The watch continues. Perhaps tomorrow, maybe this weekend, maybe not. We'll see. Hawaii improving to 5-2 on the year. Utah State falling to 3-4. That'll do it for Chris McLaughlin and me. I'm Kanoa Leahy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget about the post-game show. Hawaii by way of a sweep on night 1 of the Outrigger Resorts Volleyball Challenge.